Hello. Hi, Avery. Hi, Gray. Could you guys let me know how the audio is? You hear me? Can you hear the game? Hi, Epic Pikachu. Welcome in. How are you? How is everybody? Lower the game a bit? Okay, I can do that. Is that better? Or you want it lower? Doing okay. I'm glad to hear that. You take okay. Excited to travel. Nice, nice. Going home for break. That's good? Alright, thank you. Okay, so we solved that crazy puzzle up in the bell tower, and guess who we found? Give up? It was Kira. Now, I'm no Professor Layton, but if she was there during the whole incident, then she's gotta have some connection, right? That's why me and Nick investigated the scene of the crime from top to bottom. Going on the train is fun. That's good. I don't think I've ever been on a train in the US. I've been on a train, but I don't think it was here. The last Inquisitor. Ooh. Yeah, soon. Soon indeed. Court is now once again in session. However, I must say, I am quite surprised at this recent turn of events. To see Miss Kira at the witness stand once again. Frankly, I cannot believe my eyes. You were most certainly sent to the flames as a witch. That's right! I was there! I saw it! She most certainly was. Then how? How is she still alive? Is it because she's a witch? Can witches not die? No, she must have used Demir and vanished just in time. I say, send her straight to the fire. We'll do it ourselves if we have to. Enough. A witch must be in possession of Italia Magica in order to use magic. I'd hate to disappoint you all, but do you see such a thing on her person? I think not. But she must have. That girl must have used Demir. Surely you can see that, High Inquisitor. Demir is a spell able to make someone disappear from sight. It cannot make one vanish entirely. And besides, an investigation conducted by the Knights of the Inquisition has concluded that this girl is not capable of using magic. Now, how did you do that? Did you just check for a Italia Magica and that's it? Listen well, Miss Kira. Your existence alone jeopardizes the very peace of Labyrinthia. Yet, given the current situation, it is now imperative that you testify to this court regarding what you saw immediately. Objection! That will not be necessary. What? This girl has already been convicted and tried as a witch in a previous trial. What good could come of her testimony? So you just admitted that you sent an innocent to the flames? Well, she wasn't innocent back then. They're just saying she can't use magic now. She definitely, you know, did what she did last time. Objection. But she was found hiding at the crime scene. I'd say that makes her a very important witness. A witness whose testimony we cannot choose to ignore. High Inquisitor Darklaw, I'm afraid your objection is overruled. You wish to proceed, then? Very well. Let us see just how much of her story this girl is willing to tell the court, shall we? There's no doubt about it. Miss Kira must have escaped through the passage leading under the Chamber of Fire. Although, from the looks of it, the judge doesn't have a clue that escape route even exists. I wish he'd hurry up and get the hint. I'm dying to take this helmet off already. The top of my head really itches. Sorry, Maya. Take that thing off now and we're as good as done. Just hang in there a little while longer. Aww. You give the judge a heart attack. Very well, witness. You may begin your testimony. Explain to the court how you are standing here in court today, and why you were hiding at the crime scene. Speak. My role and identity. I am not familiar with this Kira you keep talking about. I came from the Eldritch Woods. I came to this town to summon forth the fire dragon and kill the storyteller. As it rained, I waited near the bell tower next to the vigilantes for my chance. I was only there to carry out my orders. I don't know anything else outside of that. Ah, well, you came here to kill the storyteller. Yes, that was my task. Objection. Keep in mind, this girl was not the one who summoned the fire dragon in the end. That was the accused. As I warned you earlier, there is nothing to be gained from this witch's testimony. Objection. Now, hold on. She was still present at the scene of the crime with the intent to murder the storyteller. The defense insists we be permitted to continue with our cross-examination on those grounds. Darklaw's really trying to weasel her way out of this cross-examination. Very sus of her. That means there has to be something there. I must admit, I too am extremely interested in hearing what this witness has to say. Among Us! Defender, you may begin your interrogation. Let's go! I came from the Eldritch Woods. I can't... Okay. Why? Did you just say fire dragon? Yes. It was all a part of my orders. I was told to come here this evening and wait for the right moment when the storyteller would appear before the people. Only then was I supposed to shout out the incantation as loudly as possible. O great beast from the inferno, heed my call. Grandworm! I believe this bears repeating. The girl does not possess a scepter. It is impossible for her to summon any sort of magical dragon. Aha! Yes, quite right, High Inquisitor. Then why are you hiding underneath the bench, Your Honor? Yes, well, it is as I thought then. She could not have cast the spell. I believe I've made it perfectly clear. This girl is not the Great Witch Bezella. Naturally, the Great Witch is... that girl there, Espella Cantabella. There can be no other. I thought she passed out. Wait, am I forgetting something? I thought Espella fainted and then she had to be taken away. And then the vigilantes came in. Well, I don't think she came back. Let her spawn in Rathalos. True. I killed a lot of Rathalos yesterday. I was farming. Does it rain? Okay, next to the vigilantes. Okay. For weapon. Because I needed the Rathalos dual blades to unlock the Jindahad dual blades. But I needed better fire ones too, so. Hold it right there, Miss Kira. Ah. You snuck right past the vigilantes? Yes, that's right. My orders at that time were to... The girl is a witch. Oh. Therefore, something as simple as vanishing from sight is child's play. Isn't that right, witness? Oh, it makes sense. Gotta have drip over blind Arnian weapons. Yeah. Literally. That's how I feel. Yes, that is correct. Aha! I remember now. Just a few days ago, this girl used that very vanishing spell. Demir, if memory serves. Well, what are you gawking at, witness? Continue with your testimony. What was that just now? I could have sworn I just saw Kira's face turn even paler than normal. Okay.
Hold it.
Miss Kira, who exactly gave you your orders? I cannot say. And why is that? I am not to disclose the identity of the one who has given me my orders. That, in itself, is an order. How convenient. I'm only supposed to carry out my orders, nothing more. I do not know anything else. And besides, there is nothing more that I can really do. Nothing more she can do? But hold on just a minute. Surely you are capable of using magic. You are a witch, are you not? I am not a witch. What did you just say? I cannot use magic. I like that the fire's right behind her. They're waiting. She can't use magic. This girl is a witch. Every person in this courtroom knows that as a matter of fact. Yeah, just a small push. The moment she says something wrong, she's gone. There can be nary a doubt. Doesn't look like there's too much to work with. Even though she just finished explaining everything, I still don't fully understand. Oh man, Nick, you don't think this Kira is actually some sort of crazy magical zombie, do you? Maya, you went through the same thing as Kira. Did you become a magical zombie? Oh yeah, I guess not, huh? Luke and I couldn't believe it was Kira when we ran into her in the marketplace. I mean, we thought for sure she was a goner back at the trial. Kill her with fire! Burn the witch! I don't think I'm far off, though. This Kira's way different than the old Kira. It looks like she doesn't remember a thing. She's almost like another person entirely. But what if that's just it, Maya? What if the Kira right here, right now, is the real Kira and the old Kira wasn't? The real Kira, huh? Yeah, and that's why I think I'm bound to find something useful in her testimony. We can do this, Nick. I hope you're ready to slam on some desks, because we're gonna do some serious pressing here. She is an imposter! Eject her.
Hold it.
You say you're not familiar with the name Kira? Yes, I've never heard it before. But I say, that is your name, young lady. Honestly, what witchery is this? Eject her into the flames! Burn! I have no name. I'm simply a resident of the Eldritch Woods. Nothing more. Eldritch Woods? The very same woods said to house the souls of the witches sent to the flames. Are you telling me they really exist? No matter how you look at her, the Kira up on that witness stand doesn't look like much of a soul to me. The girl has lost all memory of ever being a flower seller. That is all. If that's the case, then I wonder if she even remembers our run-in back in the marketplace. Say, Miss Kira, do you happen to remember me at all? No, I do not know you. I first saw you just now at the bell tower. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. But how can I prove that? There were no trespassers. Okay. Next to the vigilantes for my chance. Okay. I'm gonna... Safe state. Okay. Vigilantes report.
Objection.
No! Hold on. I waited near the vigilantes for my chance, but okay. In save state we trust. I love save state. I came from the Eldritch. Do I have... Okay. This isn't the old Kira, but like maybe? Okay.
Objection.
No? Okay. Huh. I came to this town as something, blah, blah, blah. I'm not familiar with this Kira. I came from the Eldritch Woods. Okay. Is it like the autopsy report or case outline? We don't have an autopsy report.
Objection.
What? What? Updated autopsy report, exactly. Press! I pressed this! Hello? Hold it right there, Miss Kira. You snuck right past the vigilantes? Did I not press this? I'm so sure I pressed this. Yes, that's right. No, see, I did press that! Aha. Therefore, something as simple as vanishing from sight is child's play. Isn't that right, witness? Edgeworth isn't here to update it, though. It's big sad. He didn't want to meet baby girl Layton. See, the thing is, I think if Edgeworth and Layton met, Edgeworth's pride would be shattered because Layton is just... He's Edgeworth, but a gentleman. And he's smarter. And just, I don't think Edgeworth could take it. I don't think his little heart could take it. Layton is too powerful. We love Layton. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, exactly. Edgeworth, like, he'd be crushed. I don't know how else to explain it. He'd be crushed. Especially since Layton would be siding with Phoenix, for the most part. He doesn't stand a chance. His top hat is his crown and he cannot be dethroned. Exactly. Truly, the manliest gentleman of them all. No one can stand up to him. Aha! I remember now. Just a few days ago, this girl... It's that very vanishing spell, blah blah blah. Yes, we did that. Uh-huh. What was that just now? I could have sworn I saw for that. Uh-huh. Yes. Wait a second. There's something not right about this testimony. It's just a hunch, but what should I do? Press further! Miss Kira, I have one simple question for you. You stated earlier in your testimony that you snuck past the vigilantes guarding the bell tower and went right inside. Tell me, did you use the spell Demir to get by them? No, she didn't. That must certainly be the case. Had she not, she would surely have been spotted.
Objection.
But remember what she let slip just a moment or two ago? She denied being a witch, and stated she cannot use magic. Ah. Therefore, if that's true, then you, Miss Kira, would not have been able to use Demir at all.
Objection.
What a ridiculous argument. How else would this girl have been able to walk right into the bell tower unnoticed by the guards? Explain that.
Objection.
I have a better idea. How about we have the witness herself explain it to you? What do you say, Miss Kira? I am not a witch. And I cannot use magic. So then, exactly how were you able to ascend the bell tower without being noticed? Witness, amend your testimony this instant. Okay. Oh, she's mad. What's going on? There's gotta be another way she got into the bell tower unseen. But other than magic, I have no idea what that could be. I was wearing the robe of invisibility, so no one was able to see me there. Do I just present it here? Cause, like, we can see the robe.
Objection.
There was, in fact, a robe dropped and left at the crime scene tonight. A robe? Miss Kira, that robe of invisibility that you mentioned earlier wouldn't happen to be this one right here, would it?
Objection!
How ludicrous. You're trying to tell the court that is the robe of invisibility? If it's really a robe of invisibility, then how is it we can see it right now, dirty white spots and all? Arr! Well, she's kinda got a point there. Oh hey! What if the robe actually disappears when you wear it? Give it here, Nick. Watch and wonder as Maya the Magnificent disappears before your very eyes. Cute! So, are you amazed yet? Girl, she did her best. Yeah, I'm amazed at how totally ridiculous you look in that. Well, that's just ludicrous. Hey, what gives? This thing must be busted or something. I didn't disappear at all. Well, that's not it. No. Tonight, at the bell tower, I was wearing that robe. What did you say? Order. I said order. But how's that possible? The robe did not disappear at all just now. That's because of the white powder on it. It's usually not that dirty. Oh, you mean these spots here? Please don't tell me. Oh yeah, Patty totally unloaded an entire bag of flour onto those knights, remember? Not to mention it was still raining when we went up there. The flour must have gotten nice and wet so it stained the robe. Say, what if we try washing the flour off? Ah! There's a small water fountain at the edge of the square. Head there right now and wash the robe so that we can get to the bottom of this. Quickly now. Let's go. Wash that robe. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. Take notes, Nick. This is how you do the laundry. See? All you have to do is throw the robe into the water like so. Wait, what? I love that she still has the helmet on. She has to, otherwise she's gonna give the judge a heart attack. So, do you see anything, Maya? That's just it. I don't see a thing. It's disappeared. What? I frantically took a close look at the water in the fountain, but the robe had actually vanished without a trace, right there inside the fountain. Ooh, spooky. Defender. What is the meaning of this? How could you have lost such a vital piece of evidence? Your Honor, it wasn't on purpose. Trust me, I wish I knew how it happened. I can't believe it. The robe actually disappeared from sight. I don't quite know what you're talking about. I can still see the robe just fine. Huh? Look, it's right here. See? I don't see. I don't. No, Miss Kira. I really don't see. Because there's nothing to see. So, is that how it works? Putting the robe on makes you disappear completely from sight. But from the looks of it, only Kira's able to actually see the robe itself. It's not just me. It's all inhabitants of the Eldritch Woods. All of us can see the robe. The Eldritch Woods? Our village lies deep within the recesses of the forest, in a world much different from this one. That's where I live. As long as we obey the law of the land, we're allowed to live there. I knew it! There's definitely something different about Kira compared to the rest of the townspeople here. The time being. Seeing as only the witness can see the robe, we will cover it again. We will cover it in flour again for the sake of visibility. That's crazy. there's still one tiny thing bothering me. Miss Kira, your robe was found on the middle floor of the bell tower, the same floor where we found my client. However, you were hiding on the uppermost level of the bell tower. You testified a little while ago that you dropped your robe, but I have to wonder, what exactly were you doing there on the top floor? It would seem there is still much we must ask this witness. What say you, High Inquisitor Darklaw? 'Tis the Inquisition's duty to follow my lord's decision on such matters. I have no objections. Very well. Witness, you are hereby ordered to continue with your testimony. Tell us what happened between your sneaking up to the top floor of the bell tower and tonight's most terrible crime. Yes, okay. Let's go. What happened on the top floor? I was waiting on the middle floor of the tower. I started to turn around, but I was too late. They attacked me from behind. There was nothing I could do. My arm was restrained and the attacker covered my mouth. As I struggled to get away, I think I managed to pull something off of my attacker. That's when I lost consciousness. I woke up to find myself next to the bell on the top floor of the tower. Well, isn't that strange? Witness, are you saying someone attacked you while you were in the bell tower? Yes, that's correct. But who? I don't know. They attacked me from behind, so I couldn't see who it was. So you were unconscious the entire time after that? That's why I was unable to complete my mission. But even if I hadn't been unconscious, I couldn't have done anything trapped high up in the belfry like that. I wonder if that weird contraption we found up there was used to move Kira up to the belfry. At least, I can't see any other way she could have gotten up there. You heard the witness. She was locked up in the belfry of the tower. In other words, she couldn't have had anything to do with tonight's events. Therefore, there is no need for this utterly useless interrogation.
Objection!
Girl, calm down. Not so fast. The witness also testified that someone attacked her tonight. Defender, are you implying that this attacker could have been Bezella? I cannot say for certain, Your Honor. Regardless, the defense requests we be allowed to cross-examine this witness. Request granted. Now then, defender, you may begin your interrogation. Here's where the fun begins. Let's see if we can coax this mysterious second witch out of hiding.
Hold it!
What exactly did you pull off? I was still really dazed at the time, so I can't remember it very well, but when I flung my hand up, I felt myself grab a small round object. I must have pulled it off without thinking. I felt whatever it was snap right off. So, from what you're saying, it sounds like it could have been something that was on your attacker's person. I think so. I can still feel it, even now. It felt like I just snapped a piece of rope or something. I really wonder what that could have been. I think I would recognize the shape if I saw it. She'd recognize the shape if she saw it. If only we had something that could trigger her memory. Then all we'd have to do is present it and we'd be in business. Yeah, tell me about it. You know, that might not be such a bad idea, Maya.
Objection!
Miss Kira, you stated that you felt yourself snap something off of your attacker. Would that thing, by any chance, be this right here? Oh. That's it! I recognized that shape. That was the object I grabbed! What did you say? But that's the accused's pendant, is it not? Not quite, Your Honor. There's actually two pendants like this. The one you see here is the counterpart to Miss Cantabella's pendant. Now that you mention it, I remember.
The necklace was actually very tough. It didn't rip right off so easily. So, I struggled against it, tugging and pulling at it for a bit, and I must have scratched their neck in the process.
Wait a second. You mean you scratch your attacker's neck?
I think so, but I don't know for sure.
Nick! In that case... That means the dark stuff on the necklace could be... Yeah, it could be the attacker's blood. Too bad we don't have things to test people's blood. As the court can clearly see, there are still traces of blood left on the necklace itself. However, take one good look at my client, and you'll notice that there are no visible scars or cuts of any kind around her neck. Ergo, there is no way Miss Cantabella could be Miss Kira's attacker.
Objection.
Nice try, Defender, but I must stop you right there. Huh? Have you already forgotten what I told you? The Great Witch can use any spell in existence. She could have easily healed any such wound in the blink of an eye. Grrr. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I already miss Inquisitor Barnum. Man, we really can't catch a break on this one, huh, Nick? Let us resume the interrogation. Witness, continue with your testimony. Okay, that's when I love it. Kira's attacker had been a witch. It really doesn't look like magic was used to knock her out, huh? Anyway, it looks like Kira's telling the truth. Still, she's definitely avoiding making eye contact. Not to mention, she seems extremely hesitant. There's no doubt about it. She's trying to keep something big from getting out. In that case, Nick, let's give it all we've got and get to the bottom of this. Yeah, it really feels like there's a lot riding on this one, Maya. Started to turn around, but it was too late. They attacked me from behind. Okay.
Hold it.
Was the person male or female, or are you not sure?
I don't remember much. But I do know the person easily overpowered me. I remember they grabbed my left wrist. I tried to scream, but they quickly covered my mouth before I had a chance. I desperately tried to break their hold, but it was no good.
Sounds like her attacker managed to restrict her movements from behind. Still, saying that, there's definitely something not right here. Something about her testimony just doesn't add up. Yeah. Something about it's a tiny bit different from what we've heard so far. I think it'd be a good idea to check the court record again, Nick. She was invisible! She was invisible! But I'm going to save because I'm scared!
Objection.
What do you mean, no? She was literally invisible. Okay. They attacked me from behind. There was nothing I could do. My arm was restrained and you still managed to grab this? Question mark? Okay. Miss Kira, there's something a little strange about your testimony just now. Wouldn't you say?
Huh?
You stated that you were attacked from behind and the attacker grabbed you by the wrist, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Assuming that was in fact the case, then I'd say no matter how much you struggled, there's no way you wouldn't have been able to... Oh, there's no way you would have been able to yank off this pendant, don't you think? The strap on this pendant is too short. There's no way you could have reached behind you and managed to pull it off. That's a good point. Miss Kira, the only way you would have been able to yank this pendant off of your attacker is if they were standing directly in front of you.
No!
Order! Order, I say! Witness, is this true?
Objection.
The witness was the victim of a physical attack. It is only natural that she'd be a bit confused on some of the details.
Objection.
But she would have seen her attacker's face. Hi, Inquisitor. I wouldn't exactly call mistaking the location of your attacker being a bit confused. I'd call it more of a barefaced lie. Well now, Defender. I see you were as pathetically short-sighted as ever. Your argument is only valid assuming that this girl here actually saw her attacker. If she was not able to see this person, well, I'd say it makes no difference where they were standing. Then, that means the attacker was also wearing one of these robes? That is impossible, my lord, as the witness already stated earlier. Only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see these robes. In short, the attacker must have been a witch and must have disappeared from sight with the use of magic. You must mean the Great Witch Bezella. There's one more thing proving the attacker to be a witch. And just what might that be? The witness has stated that she lost consciousness. If you take a look at the Grand Grimoire, you will notice a spell called Feign-Fall. Witness, allow me to ask you, did you hear the incantation of this spell?
Now that you mention it, I do remember hearing something like that.
Say what? Girl! Here it is. Feign-Fall. Causes those who hear the incantation to lose all consciousness. We must not forget, the Great Witch can use any and all magic at will. Ooh. Instant sleep spell. Causes those who hear the incantation to lose all consciousness. Its effect takes hold the second the incantation is heard. Witness, amend your testimony to reflect this important piece of information.
Yes, right away.
Oh boy, I can't believe she managed to get out of that one. But still, I'm not about to give up just yet. I'll keep on going until we finally get to the bottom of who this attacker really is. Now then, let us continue with the interrogation. Girl! Ah! Feign-Fall, and before I could even turn around, I was attacked. Okay, but like, you're supposed to fall asleep instantly. I like that they figured stuff out, but also not at all. They're going in circles. They really are.
Objection.
Girl. Miss Kira, I've watched you at that witness stand this entire trial, desperately trying to keep something hidden from the rest of the court. I wonder if you're familiar with the saying, a lie begets more lies. It means multiple lies are bound to unravel and leave your story with more holes than Swiss cheese. Get to the point, Defender. According to the Grand Grimoire, Feign-Fall causes a person to lose all consciousness. It's written here in black and white. Its effect takes hold the second the incantation is heard. Miss Kira, you testified as follows. You heard the incantation for Feign-Fall and immediately became aware of the presence of your attacker. You then put up a fight. But if you really did hear that incantation, there's no way you would have been able to yank that pendant from your assailant. Now we're getting somewhere. Order, order. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is that Miss Kira didn't actually hear the incantation like she claimed she did. But then, why? Why on earth was this girl unconscious? She got bonked. Kira was definitely knocked out by whoever attacked her. And when she woke up, she found herself up on the top floor of the bell tower. It's possible Miss Kira was rendered unconscious by some other sleeping spell, something other than magic, another witch. Not magic. The answer here is obvious. Something other than magic must have knocked her out.
Objection.
And what, may I ask, makes you so certain of that? Is it not possible that another spell could have been used?
Objection.
A bonk indeed. Bop hammer. That's just not possible. You of all people should know that. What? Miss Kira's claimed that she heard someone say the incantation is completely false. Even so, that wouldn't be too much of a problem if she actually had heard an incantation. That's right. However, going by her testimony, that can't have been the case. The only spell capable of making someone lose consciousness is Feign-Fall. Isn't that right, High Inquisitor Darklaw? Defender, are you claiming that there's another way besides magic that could have been used to render Miss Kira unconscious? There's only one other thing that crossed my mind, and that is sleeping medicine. Sleeping medicine? If you remember, Miss Kira stated the attacker covered her mouth before she could scream. In doing that, the attacker was able to administer a potent sleep medicine, thus putting Miss Kira out like a light. Indeed. That does make sense. Therefore, Your Honor, the attacker did not necessarily have to be Bazella. I mean, why would an all-powerful being, capable of commanding any and all magic, need to resort to drugging someone?
Objection!
She got chloroformed, yeah, exactly. Also, I like that at this point, Phoenix is basically asserting that, yes, my client is Bazella, but she couldn't have done this because, you know, she can use all magic. She doesn't need to use drugs. Hold it right there, Defender. They managed to sneak past the guards and make their way up the bell tower. Clearly, they must have used magic to appear invisible.
Objection!
You don't need magic to make yourself disappear, High Inquisitor. Throw this on, and getting past those guards at the tower is a piece of cake. The robe of invisibility. But, despite all that, there's still one glaring problem. Miss Kira.
Yes?
You admitted to the court earlier that you were attacked from the front, correct? Well, no, technically she did not. We're the ones that said that, but okay. If that's the case, then there's only one possible conclusion we can draw. You, Miss Kira, were entirely capable of seeing your attacker's face.
Why is that? I didn't...
It's simple. You even said it yourself. Only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see this robe. That means, Miss Kira, there's a piece of this puzzle only you could possibly know. Only you can tell us the identity of the person who entered the bell tower and attacked you tonight.
I can't tell you. No matter what happens, I just can't tell you, no matter what.
You see, everyone? This witness has been covering up for someone from the very start of this trial. What? But luckily for us, we won't be needing any more of Miss Kira's testimony. Because the answer is staring us right in the face. I'm speaking, of course, about the true identity of Miss Kira's attacker. All the clues so far point to this one person. Defender. I take it you are prepared to prove such a serious accusation? I am. Alright. It looks like it all comes down to this. Now we'll finally see who's been pulling the strings this whole time. Very well, Defender. Tell the court. Who was the one responsible for attacking the witness and locking her up on the top floor of the bell tower? Goodbye, Darklaw. I salute thee. The answer is obvious, Your Honor. It was you! High Inquisitor Darklaw. What? I can't believe he didn't catch on. Oh my gosh. Order, order, order in the court. Inconceivable. There's no way. I must say, Defender, your courage is impressive, however reckless you may be. Accusing a High Inquisitor is no small feat, I assure you. However, with serious accusations come serious consequences. One small misstep, and I will personally see that you never set foot in this courtroom ever again. Mark my words, Defender. Well,
You see, this is the witch's court, and if this is the last witch trial, then no one's going to set foot in this court ever again anyway, so your threat is empty. Actually, you're wrong.
I understand. My, how confident. Let us see if that confidence of yours is well justified. Miss Kira's attacker drugged her with sleep medicine. It likely took no more than a few seconds for her to lose consciousness. The medicine must have been very potent. That's me. True. After all, its effects appear somewhat similar to magic. There's only one person I can think of in all of Labyrinthia who could supply you with that kind of medicine. That is second-degree assault, aggravated battery, kidnapping, and false imprisonment. Let's go. Sir Newton Belduke.
Objection!
Defender, you are aware that Sir Belduke has been deceased for over 3 months now, are you not? That's a fact I'm well aware of, believe me. While he was still alive, Sir Belduke provided the citizens of this town with a variety of medicines for whatever ailed them. But it wasn't all just medicine. He also created some very dangerous concoctions. That's why, after he passed away, all of his medicines and creations were confiscated. Confiscated? Inquisitor Barnum said as much in the last witch trial. The victim was an alchemist, after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw. Ah.
Objection!
So, because I have access to the medicine, I must be the one that used it. Is that what you're getting at, Defender? That's right. Unfortunately for you, I would hardly call that proof. You said it yourself. Sir Belduke concocted a plethora of dangerous medicines in his effort to assist the people of this town. He was well known for this fact, a fact that he no doubt was none too pleased with. As such, it is highly likely that those same dangerous substances are still scattered throughout the town. And therefore, Defender, it is entirely possible that the culprit was able to get their hands on such dangerous medicine. Indeed. Long has Sir Belduke's medicine played an active part in maintaining the health of this town's citizens. There's plenty of reason to believe some of his more dangerous medicines still remain within Labyrinthia. A piece of advice, Defender. The next time you speak in court, I recommend you try procuring some real evidence before spouting such idiotic accusations. If you fail to do so, your next words will be uttered to the flames. Figures. I knew she wouldn't take that argument sitting down. Both High Inquisitor Darklaw and Inquisitor Barnum are the very harbingers of justice within Labyrinthia. Raising such an accusation against either one of them without valid reason will result in the most severe of punishments.
What does he mean by the most severe of punishments?
I think the judge is saying that if I don't start making a case, we're going to be paying Sir Belduke a visit real soon. I need to present some decisive evidence, and fast. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that much. High Inquisitor Darklaw is the attacker, and the one thing that proves it is a piece of evidence someone's profiled or Darklaw herself. Her! Scratch marks! The defense believes there is one clue here linking High Inquisitor Darklaw to the crime. Thank you for the alert, Gray! I shall be lurking. I must walk to the train station. Have a safe trip! High Inquisitor. That clue is actually still on you right now. On me? I must admit, I do not know where you are going with this, Defender, but please point out this clue to the court. Show us this clue, supposedly still on the High Inquisitor's person. Neck!
Got it.
The High Inquisitor's neck? You don't mean... Miss Kira, yank this pendant off of her attacker's neck. Take a look at the necklace. It still has a bit of blood left on it. According to her earlier testimony, when Miss Kira pulled at the necklace, she supposedly felt herself scratch the attacker's neck. Is that correct, Miss Kira?
Yes?
Therefore, the attacker should still have a mark on their neck from having been scratched. Oh. Would you mind letting the court take a look at your neck, High Inquisitor Darklaw? How scandalous. I'm pretty sure underneath that high collar, we'll find exactly the mark we're looking for. Unless, of course, you were able to get rid of it with magic. In which case, we would be screwed. Most impressive. What? There's a spell for that. I have to say, Defender, you've managed to finally hone that dull blade of yours into something of use. You are correct. There is, in fact, a mark on my neck that I did receive tonight. What?
Lady Darklaw? What is the meaning of this?
Does that mean Lady Darklaw is the Great Witch? Your Honor. Oh, yes, I see you're still here, Defender. Your Honor, I know you're shocked and everything, but come on, work with me here. Your Honor, the defense would like to call High Inquisitor Darklaw to the witness stand. What did you just say? It's quite clear that the High Inquisitor has some connection to what transpired tonight. And what's more, there's a chance that she used her position of authority as High Inquisitor to frame my client as the Great Witch. But never in all my years as a judge of this court has an Inquisitor been asked to take the stand in the middle of a trial. Well, we're going to have to make some history here if we're going to finally find the truth, Your Honor. Even so, this trial cannot continue any further without an Inquisitor.
Hey, in that case, how about you get
Inquisitor Barnum remains incarcerated in the underground dungeons for the crime of treason against the storyteller. I don't think he'll be able to make it to this party.
No way!
Most regrettable, Defender. This whole thing is hopeless, unless High Inquisitor Darklaw takes to the witness stand. Espella will be done for, and the truth along with her. The way Phoenix is walking right now reminds me of Ryunosuke from the Great Ace Attorney, and there's so many similarities. Now I want to play the Great Ace Attorney too. Ah! But on the other hand, without an Inquisitor on the other side, the trial can't continue, and the outcome would end up the same. What should I do? Ryunosuke? Yeah, that's his great-grandchild? Great-great-grandchild?
Hold it.
The man is back. The man of the hour.
I believe I can fill that role.
Professor, wait, what are you saying?
I can prove, conclusively, that Espella Cantabella is, in fact, the Great Witch Bazella. Now, Mr. Wright, the time has come at last to settle this once and for all.
We've been waiting for the professor to show up.
Ancestor, yeah. Ryunosuke is the ancestor. Top 10 anime betrayals, real.
If there was anyone who could find some decisive evidence to win this thing, it was him. However, he ended up standing behind the Inquisitor's bench. The professor wasn't on our side here. I had to wonder, what the heck was going to happen?
It's okay, Phoenix. In the professor we trust. But that is a story for another week. I do want to save.